With its flippy-outy screen, microphone input and dual pixel autofocus, the Canon M50 is extremely popular with YouTube creators such as myself. But I think it's massively underrated as a stills camera, largely because of Canon's limited range of EF-M lenses. But in this video, I want to see how easy it is to couple this camera with their more extensive range of EF-S lenses. This morning I've come for a walk on Great Asby Scar, which is on the edge of the Yorkshire Dales National Park. And as usual, I've left all the big gear at home and I brought the Canon M50. And I'm just going to see if I can capture whatever I see when I'm out on my walk. Now at the moment, I've only got one lens for the M50, and it's this 15 to 45 millimeter, which is the full frame equivalent of about 24 to 72. And I just sometimes wish that I had something a little bit longer and a little bit wider. Now, I'm currently working on a collaboration with the company MPB, which is an online platform where photographers and cinematographers can trade used camera equipment. And they've lent me a couple of EF-S lenses. So today I've come out and I want to see that if I put those on the M50, whether that helps me to get different types of shots from what I would normally get using just the 15 to 45.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
The EF-S lenses are Canon's range of lenses designed specifically for their crop sensor DSLRs, but the M50 has a very similar sensor with the same crop factor. So putting an EF-S lens on the M50 should give us the same focal length as something like a 200D. Of course, you can't just stick an EF-S lens on an M series camera. You're going to need an adapter, a bit like this one that I bought a while ago on Amazon for about 30 quid. It's by a company called Viltrox. Canon do their own version, but of course that's always going to be a lot more expensive. And I did buy it with the very best of intentions, but I've never actually really used it very much. First lens that I've got on loan from MPB is this one. It's an 18 to 135, which is the full frame equivalent of about 29mm to 216mm. So that's a bit like sticking a 70 to 200 on the end of that little lens that I've got. So that's going to give me a lot more reach. That extra reach is really allowing me to fill the frame with these three cans and compress them together. So this is the sort of shot that I wouldn't normally be able to get with that 15 to 45. As you can see, it's an absolutely beautiful morning this morning. It's perfect for a walk, but perhaps not for photography. I think black and white is definitely my best option. But I have been shooting with that setup all week. So here's just a few shots that I've managed to capture. extra reach is fantastic, but what if I want to shoot a little bit wider? What if I want to fill the frame full of foreground interest, like some of this limestone pavement that we've got up here on Great Asby Scar? With that in mind, MPB have lent me this. It is an EF-S 10 to 18mm, which is the full frame equivalent of 16 to 29mm. So at its widest setting, that's going to be perfect to allow me to exaggerate my foreground interest. As you can see, I do carry a tripod with me, but most of the time when I'm out shooting with the M50, I'm shooting handheld. And because this camera is mirrorless, that means that I can shoot in manual exposure mode and use the histogram in the EVF to set the appropriate shutter speed. Fortunately, both of these lenses come with image stabilization that's good for up to 4 stops. Now, both of these lenses have STM autofocus, which I'm led to believe means that they're very good for video. So this isn't just going to help my stills photography, but these lenses are also going to help me to up the quality of my videos. Now that's particularly true of this 10 to 18mm lens, because normally I'd have to film at 15mm, just like this. But this lens goes to 10mm, allowing me to fit more of me in. Now, if you're interested in pairing your M50 with one or two of Canon's EF-S lenses, then why not check out what's on offer on MPB. They have an extensive range and there are some big savings to be made. For example, if you were to buy this EF-S 18 to 135 new, it's going to set you back nearly 500 quid. But on MPB, in excellent condition, this one was just 174. Sadly for me, both of these lenses have got to go back to MPB, and I'm really going to miss them because I really enjoyed using them, and I can see me investing in these two lenses in the future, so I better start saving my pocket money.